When a government massacres its own people, does the world have the right to stop it? Or does every nation get to do whatever it wants behind closed borders? Two ideas, centuries old, still at war. Number one, state sovereignty. Every nation rules itself, no outsider interferes, full stop. Number two, human rights. Some things are so fundamentally wrong that no border can hide them. These two ideas cannot both be right, and the world has never resolved it. Here is what should horrify you. The only actors powerful enough to protect human rights are states. The same states that are history's biggest human rights abusers. America condemned Soviet atrocities while funding Latin American dictators. China suppresses Tibet and Xinjiang. The guardians are the criminals. Rwanda, 1994, 800,000 people slaughtered. The world watched, did nothing. Srebrenica, 1995, 8,000 men and boys massacred. UN peacekeepers stood meters away, did nothing. These weren't failures of capability, they were failures of political will. So the world created a revolutionary idea. The responsibility to protect R2P, simple and radical. Sovereignty is not a blank check, it is a responsibility. If a government massacres its people, it forfeits its right to non-interference. The world has a duty to intervene. Noble in theory, catastrophic in practice. Libya 2011, R2P invoked. NATO intervenes. Gaddafi falls. Zero NATO casualties. Mission accomplished. Rights protected, or so it seemed. By 2014, Libya collapsed into a second civil war. ISIS established a branch, refugee detention centers filled with torture, murder, and abuse. The intervention that saved lives created a decade of suffering. Here is the question that exposes everything. Why did the world intervene in Libya but stand by in Syria? Why act in Kosovo but ignore Chechnya and Tibet? Because humanitarian intervention is never purely humanitarian. It happens when powerful nations decide their interests align with action. When they don't, people die, and the world calls it diplomacy. So here we stand. Intervene, you violate sovereignty, you risk making things worse, you get accused of imperialism. Don't intervene, genocides happen, civilians are slaughtered, you become complicit through silence. There is no clean option, every choice carries blood. The real question is not whether to intervene, it is who decides, who is accountable, and why do some lives matter more than others. Human rights were declared universal in 1948, but in 2026 they are still only protected selectively, conveniently, politically. Until that changes, they are not rights, they are privileges.